Okay, new exercise where I'm going to repeat those 5 steps, but I'm going to import a different audio clip. TDFW is another MP3 that's available in the server, and I'm going to drag it onto the composition icon. Okay, the composition that instantly got created is not the right size I want. I would like to create a composition that's HD size, 1920 by 1080, and I'm going to hit Command Y and just make a new solid here. I'm going to rename this solid Alpha Track Matte. Now I'm going to right click on my composition settings. I'm going to right click on my composition and change the settings to 3000 by 3000. I'm going huge again because I want to create extra space so that I can move my text layers off screen but still be able to read the words. Okay, I'm going to hit Command Y and make a black solid. This black solid is going to be the tinted area outside of this HD resolution. Okay, how do I create that tinted area? Well, let me first create another background layer. Okay, if I utilize this blue rectangle as an inverted alpha matte for my black solid, then I hit T and I turn down the opacity, I now have a black tint on the outer area, which gives me a very clear separation between my viewable area on my screen that I'm going to render and what's off screen. Now I put an audio clip in here, and the audio is saying turn down for what? I need to split my sentence up into layers, so I'm going to split up into 3 layers. Turn down for what? Okay, let me change the font style. Okay, turn down. I'm going to create another word. The word for is just going to be by itself. And then the main character of this video is going to be the word what, because that's kind of like the emphasis. And I'll make this size a lot bigger. Okay. For organizational purposes, I'm going to reorder the text layers. Turn down for what? Okay, I split up the sentence into layers. Let's set markers to match the audio. All right, my waveform is hard to kind of tell where the words start, but if you hold Command and drag the timeline, you can kind of hear the audio as it's scrubbing. So Shift 1 on frame 44. Okay, let's say frame 63 is Shift 2, that's marker number 2. Okay, 69, Shift 3. So I've got markers on 44, 63, and 69. Let's adjust the final look of these words. Got the word turn down selected. Okay, moving it up. I'm moving up the word for. And then the word what is going to be really big here. So I'm going to grab the upper right hand corner. There it is. Step 4, set position, rotation, and scale keyframes for the final look. So I select all 3 text layers and hit P, Shift R, Shift S. Click the stopwatch to create keyframes, and I'm gonna drag these 3 keyframes for turn down to marker number 1. I'm going to hit number 2, drag the keyframes for the word for under marker number 2, and then what? Those keyframes are already at marker number 3. Now it's time for step number 5, the last step. Go back in time and move the words off screen, okay? I'm just recommending 4 frames back, but you can choose more. For example, I skipped a frame. I'm skipping to marker number 1 by hitting the number 1, and I'm going to hit page up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames back. I'm going more than 4 frames back because I'm going to rotate it and move this off screen because the word turn down is going to be, it's going to make more sense if it's actually rotating down, like the words are turning down. Okay, let me skip to marker number 2. I'm going to select the word for, and I'm going to slide this word maybe up from the bottom. Whoops, I forgot to go back in time. Okay, I just hit undo. I'm on marker number 2. I hit page up 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then I'm going to adjust the position of the word for. Okay, selecting the word what. Jump to marker number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think this word what is going to look really powerful as it just drops in from the ceiling. And let's see how this looks. All right, before I render, I'm going to right click on my composition, go to composition settings, and change this resolution from 3000 by 3000 down to 1920 by 1080. And that just cropped my entire composition down to HD resolution. That's what I want. And now I can save this project and render it out in Media Encoder. And this is another demonstration of how I utilize this 5-step formula in a methodical way to animate backwards and to start a kinetic type video.